Welcome back once again to CVTV, ChannelVision Magazine. I'm Brady Hicks, and today we have with us the founder and the CEO of PlanetOne, Ted Schuman. How you doing today, Ted?
I'm great. How are you, Brady? Thanks for having me.
I'm doing really well, Ted. I really am. There's a lot of exciting developments with your company that I'd love to talk about today. But first and foremost, for those who aren't familiar, please tell us a little bit about PlanetOne.
Well, I used to say we were a master agent. I'm not sure what the hell to say anymore. I'm certainly not going to adopt the name. The industry seems to be, the narrative is some form of a brokerage. We're clearly not that. So for those historians, we would be what would be considered the typical master agent in terms of the swim lane we play in. I founded it 30 years ago with a 12% loan from my dad, which sounds, for those listening who I'm older than, and that's probably most of you, that sounds like outrageously high interest rates, but back then it was the going market rate. My dad was a businessman. There was no free lunch in the Schuman household, so they got me off and running. And 30 years later, here we are, overnight success.
Well, that's a huge accomplishment. Congratulations to you for all the hard work. I know that you had a presence in Channel Partners last week. Talk a little bit about what it was like to be back with everybody in Vegas.
Yeah, I think I was the only guy in the building that had like a 10 p.m. curfew. Those Vegas events are a great endorsement for Betty Ford. And there were a lot of things going on in Vegas last week. One, we were on the main stage. I got to share it with my 30-year-old son, who is the chief lead project and VP here at PlanetOne. That's Jake Schuman. He formally introduced Sentient, which is our partner enablement platform, to the entire industry, IT, MSPs, VARs, everybody in attendance, the media as well. And it was very exciting. I was kind of window dressing there, but let the young guns run. And we have something very exciting to talk about. I will tell you, it's probably our largest announcement. If I have one that's on par with it, I'm not aware of it. And I know better than anybody since I've been here every day for 30 years. But it is a game-changing, transformational partner enablement platform. I would go as far as to say, arguably, maybe the industry or channel's first closest thing to a legitimate full-blown CRM to run every aspect of an agent's business.
Well, that's fantastic. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Tell us a little bit more about Sentient and what people maybe can expect from it.
Well, I would tell you it was born out of frustration. It started internally. We started manipulating Salesforce in this wonderful, and we thought, boy, wouldn't it be nice to have that information in the hands of our partners? And I want to stop right there because we didn't build it in Salesforce. Everything I'm going to share with you is proprietary, custom-built IP. It was a 2-year project, 20 developers, a lot of money. And I would tell you it was born, the frustration part came from, we have a customer, we have a direct seller, we have a sourcing partner like PlanetOne, and then we have a provider. Those lines of communication have historically been abysmal. Everybody is living in their silo, just answering the simplest of questions like, is my account up and running? When am I going to be paid? I have a question. I'm looking for a brochure. I need to price something out. The amount of wasted energy, time, and resources that we expend daily in the channel is exhausting. And sadly enough, and this is somewhat ironic in that we're talking about the telecommunications industry, you'd think we'd have this part of our world nailed, and it's just atrocious. It doesn't have to be like that. And we fixed it with Sentient and rolled it out. And the response to the partner and provider community, honestly, was designed for the partners. Providers have almost shown more enthusiasm for it because there's been nothing like it before. And it had to be born in the channel because as we represent our providers, they always give us wonderful resources for their company. Sentient is a resource for all of our partners, all of our providers, everybody in our ecosystem equally benefits from this new platform.
It sounds like kind of a groundbreaking development there. Ted, kind of looking forward to 2022 and beyond, what can people expect from PlanetOne moving forward?
I would tell you to continue to drive innovation in our space, and Sentient being at the forefront of it. We just launched on September 13, version 1.0. Version 2 is already coming. A little tip that we'll give to ChannelVision here, it may be introduced next month. I have not shared that with anybody else in the media. We think version 2 will be as disruptive as version 1. It was the buzz in the building, and that's hard to do in Las Vegas because there was a lot of exciting things going on in the industry right now. And so to create a buzz with very legitimate, worthy providers and peers around us was very exciting, but it's all we heard about. I would say the version 2 will be some bolt-on lifting the bar and expectations on delivering some commissions and additional pricing tools that will be available to our partners, and that we'll be adding really what's at our core, which is what has separated PlanetOne since inception, is our people. We actually have a leadership meeting this week where we'll set our budgets and our initiatives for 2022, which I will tell you, another ChannelVision first, we will be adding significant headcount in all aspects: pre-sales, project management, engineering, marketing, field marketing. There's really no department in PlanetOne that hasn't raised their hand to keep up with the pace and keep up with our growth.
Sounds fantastic. And of course, people can always follow along online. Just visit www.PlanetOne, spelled out PlanetOne.net, I believe. Ted, is there anywhere else people can follow along?
No, you know what? Social media is obviously a big part of our world right now. I'm a pretty easy target out there on social media, whether you like it or not. I'm an easy guy to find on social media. So yes, you can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter and LinkedIn as well.
Oh, thank you so much for the time today, Ted. It was really illuminating.
Brady, thank you for having me. I appreciate the time. Please say hi to Burge, who I've known a long time. Respect the hard work and the hustle that he does on our behalf. Thank you so much.
Well, as you know a lot about hustle, that's tremendous praise for sure. And while you guys are online, be sure to check out ChannelVisionMag.com. Find all the great CVTVs and podcasts and webinars that we have available at your disposal right there, ChannelVisionMag.com. On behalf of PlanetOne, this is CVTV, and I'm Brady Hicks.